Alright, here we go. Sunday morning, early morning TCAPing. This is going to be a look at Malik Washington from the New Jersey Sting. A little tired, but I'm not fully awake yet. But it doesn't matter, because you know why? I always get into a good mood when I see some certain predators. And the type of predator that I'm talking about, Malik Washington falls into that category, but the predator that I'm talking about, the type of predator that I'm talking about, are the ones that are just like cartoon characters, you know? You can't believe that people like them even really exist. So, yeah, like, you can't believe that they even really exist. And so people like Malik Washington, people like basically the entirety of the Fort Myers sting. Like, you have guys like Coffin showing up, Michael Willis, those, and, you know, Lee Greer. You have those types of guys that show up. It's just like, how are people like that even real? And, you know, I love Lauren, I love Dustin, trust me, I love those two, but they annoy me a little bit. You know, at the same time, like, they provide me endless amounts of content, especially, you know, they have probably two of my most watched predators in terms of total screen time and everything. They're two of my favorites, but they don't make me laugh as much, because I get, in the back of my head, I'm like, these guys are complete fuckers. And they are all of them are complete fuckers. But the humor of these types of predators just makes me get into such a good mood. It's like, I get just nothing but laughs out of it. So that's what I'm trying to say. I get nothing but laughs out of these guys, whereas with some of the other predators, I get like, whoa, these guys are assholes. So with that being the case, Malik Washington, yeah, he's quite a guy. I've actually only seen his full segment once, and that was a few days ago. Just for whatever reason, I never got around to watching his whole segment. I never seen the whole segment before, so it's pretty interesting. I've seen the highlights, obviously, but yeah, I haven't seen the whole thing. So, it should be interesting. It should be a good look. So let's take a look. Let's not waste any time here.
How old? Like 12 or 13. 12. And when we come back, a man with a plan.
First, I was going to get to know you. I wasn't in a rush to have sex yet. Unless you're in a rush.
So yeah, I probably should have skipped through that, but whatever. We'll make it work. Get to see, like, I feel like I'm in 2005 right now. So fuck it.
Yeah, looks like we have visual on him. For 3.5 days, men have been making the trip to our undercover house.
Man, that was quite the cast. Did you just see that? That was John Donnelly, Thomas Shin.
For 3.5 days, men have been making...
Todd West, Thomas Shin, John Donnelly. I'm not sure who that is, but... Oh, that might be the Craig's, the pizza guy. Who's your daddy, NJ? I'm not sure, though. But yeah, that's quite an ensemble. That's quite a triumvirate right there.
Making the trip to our undercover house. Cars, trucks, even a stolen van.
He pulled off, it looks like.
This man
it's so
takes
typical
a train
Jersey.
into town. And then starts walking.
The Jersey Sting that doesn't disappoint, man. If you love stereotypical New Jersey shit, I think this is a good sting for you.
And keeps walking.
Maybe someone wants to do a drive-by and just see where he's going.
The man in the SpongeBob jacket walks about 2.5 miles right past our street and gets lost. After walking several blocks out of his way...
So I gotta give him, you know, I gotta just say, okay, this is the days before everybody had Google Maps in their pocket, right? Unless you had the printout of, like, MapQuest directions. But I don't even know if they had walking directions on MapQuest back then. But yes, unless you had printout directions, you were gonna get lost. Maybe, if you're an idiot, maybe. I mean, this is a place that he's probably never been. Because this is like a rich, like, neighborhood right on the beach, right on the shore. And, yeah, I'm not gonna judge, but I'm just gonna guess that he doesn't come here very often. But yeah, so I would get lost probably without Google Maps. I mean, we take that so much for granted these days, you know, that we have maps in our pocket, you know, 24/7. If we need to go somewhere, you just punch in the address and boom, you follow the directions. It's very simple. But yes, back in these days, they didn't have that technology, so... But yes, he is an idiot, so, I mean, you know, maybe one of those 50-50 things, as McFetrish once said.
He finally heads in the right direction,
Oh,
and
whoa,
here's
whoa, whoa.
our...
Audio just cut out. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second, boys. Okay, we should be okay now. I've noticed I got a new setup going on here, and I'm still trying to figure out the kinks. I've noticed when I pause it for so long, sometimes the audio shorts out for like a second, so just have to manage that.
Hey! I'm glad you made it!
He's 27-year-old
Hang on.
Malik Washington. He thinks our decoy is the 12-year-old he's been chatting with online.
It's also because I'm wearing wireless headphones. That might be the cause. I don't know, though.
Walk. Yeah, come on in.
Using the screen name
It looks like a different person there, man.
Loverboy212X, he chats online.
Looks like a completely different person right there compared to what he's wearing right now. The way he looks like, I don't know what he looks. It doesn't look. It looks like a different person.
Decoy.
I love that screen name, Loverboy212X. That's so 2007.
He also tells her he'll bring a pornographic video. The decoy tells him she's a virgin, and he says, I could be your first.
So I'm kind of nervous.
I love his outfit, man. I really do. Like, okay. You got, what is this? Looks like Dockers right here, right? Cargo pants, right? And he's got the 90s oversized jacket with some shitty logos on it. And yes, it's a SpongeBob shirt. I mean, you can make any kind of inferences you want about that. Oh, did he wear his best SpongeBob jacket because he's coming to meet a 13-year-old? And hey, I loved SpongeBob when I was 13. I know it's a show for like 10-year-olds and shit, but I loved it when I was 13. I still, if they show the good ones, I'll still watch it. I don't think they show the good ones anymore. But yes. And he's got an earring right here also. I don't know. I can't tell if he has one on the other side. And look, I don't know what kind of shoes those are either. But those are not, like, this is quite the outfit. Like, you talk about the worst dressed predators, and I don't see Malik Washington's name pop up there very often. It's usually led off by Thomas Coffin, another cartoon character predator. Michael Willis, who's another cartoon character predator. Like, these guys, they're just like, you can't believe that they're real. Like, somebody actually thought that it was a good idea to dress up in this type of attire. I can't fathom that, okay? Very odd stuff. But you know what? It makes it much more entertaining to see somebody getting his ass kicked wearing this type of outfit. And, you know, one other thing, you know, you don't see many black African-American predators on TCAP. You know, you can think of a few off the top of your head. Christopher Cannon, and then the guy, Loverman Genius. You don't see many black predators, though, so... majority are obviously white guys, and then you have the Spanish guys and the Indian guys. You don't see many black guys, so, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Just something to point out, you know, just something that I always found interesting throughout TCAP was that there weren't many black predators.
Now that he's comfortably seated, the decoy tries to find out what he has in mind.
Did you bring the porn for the laptop, or?
You know, Casey is not my favorite decoy, but she gets the guys talking at least, and they get them to admit some stupid shit. It's not like the one decoy, the classic example of the Petaluma. No, not the Petaluma. What are the California decoys? Well, I think it was Long Beach. That said, you know, I think it was when Can I Rape You Anally came into the house. She said, "Did you bring the handcuffs?" Like, no, you don't start off by saying that. But bringing porn, okay, we can bring some porn. That's nice. That's a little risque. You know, get us into the mood. But yes, I like that. And she's got you can hear a little bit of the New Jersey accent, which I find pretty funny also. Did you bring that popcorn? Put on that popcorn.
Yes, porn.
What he has in mind.
Did you bring the porn for the laptop, or?
Yes, porn.
You brought it? Okay. Alright, well then can you,
It's obviously downloaded porn. It's not like, oh, I have it on DVD. It's downloaded. I don't know why. Like, oh, did you bring that specifically? Like, yeah, if I'm bringing my laptop, it's gonna be on there.
me, like, what you think we were gonna do?
First, I was gonna get to know you. I wasn't in a rush to have sex yet. Unless you in a rush.
He's so happy, man. And then he says, unless you in a rush. Touch that again.
First, I was gonna get to know you. I wasn't in a rush to have sex yet. Unless you in a rush.
Yeah, so he says, I just want to get to know you. Like, he's like, I don't know why these predators, man, they think that they want to have a relationship with someone that they think is 13. Like, I mean, I think on the chat, he says that he's, I can't remember, he says he's 17 to Chris Hansen, of course, but he says he's like 21, I think, on the chat. He's 27, I believe. So he does that, and, yeah, but still, if you're 17 or if you're 21, you should be having a relationship with a 13-year-old, obviously, but... I mean, maybe in his mind's like, oh, I'm 17 technically, so I'll get away with it. But no, you won't. But yeah, he's like, unless you in a rush. That's funny because he's like, oh, I don't want to have sex yet, unless you do. Like that's what every guy I think says. Obviously not the 13-year-olds, but that's pretty standard out of guys.
I want to know before.
Like they want to have sex, obviously, but it's like, oh, well, if you want to have sex, well, then we can have sex.
You know.
Ask a question. It'll be easy. What's it called? What should we do first?
Yeah.
Well, if you say you want to take breaks, then during the breaks you want to give me I should teach you that
Okay.
Oh, Malik, how many brain cells do you think this guy has, man? Oh my goodness. See, this is like, everything he says is just humorous to me. I don't know why that does. Yeah, he's like, if you want to take breaks. So I thought you weren't gonna have sex, but he's like, oh well, if you want to take breaks, well, you can teach me how to. I'll teach you how to get behead. Like, oh no, oh my goodness, he just makes me laugh, man. I don't know why.
If you want, it's up to you.
Not a
you,
chance. Listen to how quickly Loverboy changes his story when I'm the one sitting across from him.
Oh, here's a bit of irony. The two black predators on this sting, Loverboy and Loverman Genius. lover boy, lover man. Makes you think.
How you doing?
Hello.
You alright?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm alright.
What's going on?
I'm good.
You're good?
Uh-huh.
What were you planning on doing this evening?
Nothing much, just hang out.
And how old are you?
Me, I'm 17.
What year were you born?
85, I think. 85, I think.
85? He's
85, I think. And then he says 85, I think, again. He says it twice. So not only does the first I think, first of all, say, okay, I'm lying, right? And he says I think again, which is like, oh yeah, I'm still lying. Oh man, that's pretty funny to me though. 85, I think. 85. And then you get to see, yeah, Chris Hansen did a good job right there to get this guy's brain just scrambling. Yeah, because, you know, I'm not the best at math, mental math, I should say. I have to, like, think about it. But still, in his situation, he should not have gotten this question wrong. I don't think a third grader wouldn't have gotten this question wrong. Maybe even a second grader, maybe even a first grader wouldn't even have got this wrong. So, yeah, as we'll soon see, he should not have gotten this question wrong. He's 27. He says he's 17. And he says 85, I think. If he's born... Okay, we'll just let it play
really
out.
born in 1980. That makes him 27.
Ah, now one sec.
He's really born in 1980. That makes him 27.
Right. So born in 1980, he's 27. It's 2007 during this. So he's born in 19... This should not be anything that anyone ever gets wrong. Anyone with a first grade education should not get this question wrong. I'm born in 1980, but it's 2007. I'm saying that I'm 17. It's like the years worked out perfectly because it's all round numbers and shit. Like 1980, I'm sorry. Oops, sorry about that. 1980, you need to subtract 10 years from your age. So you go to 1990. Oh man, he's 17, I think. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Chris Hansen did good with the mental gymnastics on this guy. Yeah, this guy's clueless, man. I don't know if he has something wrong with him or what, but he's not all there. Like, I don't know, it's just something's off about him. I don't know, I haven't been able to find anything. You can't find anything on any of these New Jersey Predators. So, yeah, it's all just speculation, so. But Malik Washington. Okay.
I know. Oh, okay.
I already know all that.
Okay. I don't think he realizes how much trouble he's in.
1980. That makes him 27.
I know. Oh, okay.
I already know a lot of stuff, actually.
Because I didn't want to get in trouble, that's why.
I didn't want
wanna
to get in
get hurt.
trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble forever.
What about getting you in trouble?
Oh, that too.
That too.
That too.
You knew this girl was how old?
I think 12 or 13.
12. Well,
12.
why did you think it was okay to visit a 12-year-old girl at your age?
12 is just different, man. There's just something about meeting a 12-year-old that's different to me and watching these than 13. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it just feels different. But you know, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to laugh at Malik, not get horrified.
First of all, I like to travel, and then
You like
wants
to
He likes to travel. He likes to travel.
First of all, I like to travel, and then
You like to travel?
I like to travel, plus she wants to hang out, so I don't
I
mind.
like to travel.
Was it-
He's traveling from shithole New Jersey to the Jersey Shore. Is that really traveling? Traveling is when you go like around the world. You stop at like 19 different countries. Traveling is not going from one end of New Jersey to the Jersey Shore. That's not what it is. Oh man, I like to travel. He got on a bus. He took a train. I think he took a bus as well. He's like JPW. He took a bus part of the way. He took a train, and then he was walking. His problem was he was walking.
Plan on doing anything with her.
He needed to take
You say
breaks.
things online.
Hang out, so I don't mind. I wasn't planning on doing anything with her.
You say things online like, and I'm going to give you anal, because you got a nice ass. Those are your words, right? You ask her, when are you ready for me to pop that cherry? I assume that means taking her virginity.
Good job, Chris. You really popped that one, fucking boomer.
Alright.
Is that true?
Alright, so you asked me all these questions. Who are you?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, you gonna arrest me because... But really, to tell you the truth, I was not gonna do anything with her. Like,
You sat out here for a good 10 minutes, and you had the opportunity to tell her face to face that you really didn't want to do anything. And that's not what you said, is it, Malik?
that's what I did. I
No,
said,
you didn't.
That's what
You said,
Chris Hansen argues with them. I love it. This is the part of the footage I've never seen before. I've only seen like the, oh, I'm 17, and what happens afterwards. I've never seen like this middle part before. So when I first saw this, I was like kind of shocked that Chris Hansen was yelling as much as he did. I love it when Chris Hansen yells. He's just like a disappointed parent, and he's always like, oh man, he's like yelling at a 2-year-old or like a toddler or something. It's pretty funny to me. Let's watch that again.
you really didn't want to do anything. And that's not what you said, is it, Malik?
yes, I did. I
No,
said,
you didn't. You said we can start first by talking before we have sex.
No,
And you told
I-
her that you brought the porn.
because like, I ain't came out here to rape or kill or anything. I'm not a bad person.
Well, you know what? But having sex with a 12-year-old, even if she says yes, is considered rape because a 12-year-old by the law cannot consent to having sex. Do you get that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't
I
know
didn't know
that.
that.
You
Oh
ever
my
watched-
god, this guy's a fucking idiot, man. I didn't come out here to rape her or kill her or anything. Oh, well, you did come out to rape her, though. Just not the way... Like, I like how they say that. Like, hey, I wouldn't have forced myself on anybody. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not any better. Like, it's just like, yeah. Like, he's like, oh, I'm not a murderer. I'm not a quote-unquote rapist. So I can't be that. I can't be like that. He doesn't get it, man. He doesn't get it. Just kill him already, Chris.
TV.
So, sometimes barely.
You ever hear about that show, To Catch a Predator?
Well, I wasn't trying to be a predator, but
I wasn't trying to be a
Yeah.
predator. He's not a real predator. He's just a pretend predator. Just a curious predator.
Good support. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids for sex online.
But in his mind, that's the biggest relief for him, because he was worried about getting arrested. He doesn't, I don't think he really cares. I mean, he cares, but he doesn't even, like, show any type of reaction when the cameras come out. Like, most predators will try to cover themselves, or they might pull their hat down, like Lord Armstrong, or Ernest Timmons, right? But no, not Malik. I wanted to see, it would have been interesting to see Malik pull like a Walter Babst and put his head inside of his jacket, his SpongeBob jacket. That would have been pretty funny. I'm surprised that they let, like, Nickelodeon didn't have anything to say about this. Like, hey, don't show our fucking our most beloved cartoon character. Don't show any of that. We don't want that associated with this. I'm surprised, like, because they blur out a bunch of shit. Like in Hansen vs. Predator, they block out the fucking artwork that's behind them. I'm surprised, like, SpongeBob or Viacom never said anything about this.
If there's anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
I just like the way this guy looks, man.
well, one thing. Can I go home?
You can walk right off this beach. Nothing else you want to tell us?
I think it's a dramatic profile view right there. That's pretty funny.
Apparently, Loverboy starts thinking about the long walk back to the train station.
But yeah, that would be my biggest worry in this case. If there were no police, right? That would be my biggest worry. Would be like, oh, damn, I gotta walk all this way again for nothing. I'm gonna show up back at the bus station or the train station. And they're like, hey, weren't you just here? And he's like, I bought a round trip ticket, but I wasn't supposed to come back until tomorrow. I need to get back home. You know, it's like, oh, damn, you your ticket, you gotta wait till tomorrow morning. That's when your time to leave is.
You leave the beach.
Can you give me a ride home? Because I want to walk home.
I can't believe.
I had to walk back.
Oh man, I can't believe the balls on this guy, man. That's gotta be one of the most oblivious, dumbass things I've ever seen on TCAP. Can I get a ride home? Can someone get me a cab? Like, yes, after completely ruining your life, exposing you as a predator, and you being on national television, I'll give you a ride home. Like, that would be the most awkward car ride ever. Like, what do you think that car ride would be like? Like, imagine that. You have Chris Hansen, you have two people that have nothing in common with each other. This guy is at least somewhat young, he's 27. Chris Hansen, the old boomer. Nothing in common between the two. Chris Hansen hates this guy. You can tell Chris Hansen hates this guy. This guy just made himself look like a fucking idiot. But he's gonna be like, it'll be like a cool car ride. You think like, oh, hey, they have like the radio on, and Malik Washington's gonna be like, no, change this shit. Chris Hansen's like, no. I won't change that. I won't change it. You're a predator. He's like, come on, after you just exposed me on live television, on national television, at least you can do is let me listen to what I want to listen to. He's like, well, the least I could do is give you a ride home. Now you're asking me to change the radio? Come on.
Can you give me a ride home? Because I want to walk
can't
back.
give you a ride, I'm sorry.
I had to walk back.
I gotta walk back.
Well, that's up to you. I'm not in a position to give you a ride, though.
There's any way you can give me a cab?
I'm not going to be able to do that. The good news is, he won't have to make that long walk back to the train station.
And then look at them run. I love it. I love these Jersey cops, man. I don't know why. They just first of all, he's on an open beach. He's not going to do anything. He can't do anything. Have you ever tried running on the beach? It's not easy. But this fucking cop is like Usain Bolt, just fucking bolted at him. Like, get the fuck on the ground, man. And they tackle him for no reason. Like, I'm not against the police or anything. Like, they would save me if they had to. I respect that. I appreciate the police, but they really had to tackle the guy. He's not doing anything. He's like, they fucking do it like a dead-on sprint, like a fucking predator out in the wild, just looking for its prey.
The bad news is, he'll be getting a ride in a police car to jail.
I mean, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's hilarious and everything, but it's just kind of like over the top, ridiculous. Oh my goodness. And you can see him. I don't know if he's crying right there. You can't really tell, but man, he's pissed. He's poor Malik. Not poor Malik, but come on, you gotta feel a little bit like like a minute and a half ago, his biggest worry was, shit, how am I gonna get home? And then now it's like, oh shit, I'm going to jail. But I guess fortunately for him, the New Jersey Predators all got off pretty late. So that's a good thing for him. Like, no one can find the guy. No one can even search him up on RSOs because they don't have public RSO profiles on in New Jersey. But yes, that's Malik Washington. Pretty funny. I always get into a good mood. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, because Malik is just something about it makes me laugh every single time. Great Predator. Great underrated Predator. And so I guess I'll do it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.